What up, everybody in YouTube world? Here's another video by Efi's Voice. Here I go with another video. Um, the title of this video is going to be something like, "Life is about what you're trying to say." Life is really about what you're trying to say. Just realize that life is really about what you're trying to say. Everybody knows. Everybody doesn't say exactly what they mean all the time. Just relax and take a deep breath and realize at the end of it all, life is really about what you're trying to say. So you can relax if you didn't say something right, if you never said this in the direct way and stuff like that. Just realize that life is really about what you're trying to say. Just relax. In life, I made another video. Life is about what you breathe to. Yes, it is about what you breathe to, but we also talk to. But in general sense, in another sense too, another sense, life is really about what you're trying to say. Because we don't always have the opportunity to say exactly what we really want to say all the time. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. And probably you never got to say exactly what you really wanted to say, because the way life works out is like you can't really say you don't really or can't really say exactly what you're trying to say all the time, because the circumstances never came up for you to express that in an exact way. So just realize that life is really about what you're trying to say. You're gonna say stuff, you're gonna make mistakes, you're gonna say this, you're gonna say that, you're gonna do whatever you do in life, and you may think back on it and be like, I didn't really mean it. I hope they got what I tried to say. Don't worry. Life is really about what you're trying to say. So in the long run, people will always try to understand and decipher what you're trying to say. So you can relax and take a deep breath. If you said this, if you said that, if you were too indirect about this, if you never got this point across, if you wish you could have said that. Life is, just make sure you speak sometimes and express yourself, but just realize that life is really about what you're trying to say. So you can relax and just have faith that people will try to get really down to the nuts and bolts of what you're trying to say. Good. I had to say that in this video because it's something I was just thinking and I just realized right now. So, some probably many people think sometimes throughout life, probably you think about it probably before in your life. I probably thought about it before, but I was just thinking about it right now, so I just realized that. Alright, so that's what this video is about. This video is about life is really about what you're trying to say. Just realize that you're gonna have times where you could talk and express yourself. You're gonna have to say this, and down the line you may go, I really didn't get to express what I really wanted to express exactly. My words weren't right. I never got my point across. Just realize that as long as you should express yourself and vocalize yourself and speak up and talk sometimes so people can hear you, because it's good you have a voice and you should use it. It's the time to be silent and it's the time to talk. You have a voice, so you should use your voice sometimes. But just realize that life is about what you're trying, really is really about what you're trying to say. You're gonna say things in life where you probably feel or think that you never got directly to the point, or you never talked to this person directly. Talk sometimes, express yourself. As long as you talk sometimes, people hear what you're trying to say sometimes. Leave your legacy. Talk. Let your voice be heard. Let your words be forever in life. That's what life's about. You're alive right now, so you can leave your imprint on your existence throughout the universe while you're alive. Say what you need to say and stuff like that. But just realize that life is really about what you're trying to say. You say what you need to say so you can leave your imprint in life, and let the universe figure out what you were trying to say. You're gonna say stuff. You're gonna beat around the bush. You're gonna say incorrect things. You're gonna say wish you never said this. You're gonna wish you never said that. You're gonna wish you did say this. You're gonna wish you did say that. You're gonna wish you would have spoke up about this issue. You're gonna wish you would have said this right. You're gonna wish a lot of things, but in the end of the day, as long as you spoke sometimes and tried your best to express what you needed to express, people as long as you just realize that I'm trying to say right now, realize what I'm trying to say right now. As long as you try to express yourself to the best of your ability, and try to say what you really were trying to say, and you do that throughout life and say things, you speak up and you try to present yourself and talk, speak your mind, not speak your mind, but talk about things that you trying to express throughout your life, and you do that to the best of your ability, just realize that life is about what you're trying to say. It's really about what you're trying to say. And then end of the day, when you try to figure things out and figure out what you're about, we're gonna try to figure out what you were trying to say, and not exactly what you did say, but we're gonna try to figure out what you're trying to say. If you're trying to say something, then we're gonna figure out that you're trying to say that. But we're always gonna try to figure out what you're trying to say. It may not be exactly what you did say, but it's gonna be what you're trying to say. So just realize that, and just realize that. So that's what this video is about. Life is about what you're trying to say. Life is about what you're really trying to say. Just realize that, and hopefully you relax and have some peace in everything at the end of the day, knowing that when you're gone, when it's all said and done, people try to figure out what you're really trying to say, not exactly what you did say. If you were a little indirect or incorrect about things, or people may mistaken what you were really trying to say, just realize life is really about what you're trying to say. So people will get what you're really trying to say in the long run. Peace.